We are in North Carolina. We obviously left the boat in Brunswick, Georgia. We decided to escape the heat, stretch our legs, give the dogs time on land to run and explore, go hiking, go swimming here at the lake, and just honestly cool down and just have some time away from the boat.
Yeah, it's mid-August, and we're soaking up as much land time as we're gonna get here over the next month or so before we set sail for the Bahamas mid to late October, depending on the Atlantic storm season. We're hoping earlier, sooner than later. We can't wait to get down there, and but yeah, we'll be down there for about 8 months this year, up until June or so in the summertime.
And this was our plan when we bought the boat. We never were going to be full-time year-round on it. We always planned on spending a few of those kind of peak hurricane summer really hot months up here in North Carolina, so it was always kind of a part of our plan.
Yeah, it's been pretty nice to get away from the heat down in South Georgia right now.
Late day with the boys.
You can touch.
Dawson just tripped over a rock over here.
So down here at the lake in North Carolina, it's one of our favorite places to come to get away from it all. Yeah, and it's a TVA lake, so it goes up and down different times of the year. In the summertime it's up, in the wintertime if we're around here it's way down, hundreds of feet. Right now it's up. We're gonna go looking for salamanders here in a creek right behind us. It's about 5:30, and this time of year it's pretty much daylight consistently till about 9:30 or so. Even a little bit of light in the sky off to the west until about 10 o'clock. Looking off towards Tennessee over the mountain range. There's something about the woods that calms us down. With the ever-increasing speed of modern life, we often experience a yearning to retreat to a place where the loudest sounds come from nature alone. Whether that noise is from a summer storm with winds whistling through the pines and poplar, or the pounding from a waterfall, water heavy after 3 days of rain in a temperate rainforest, it always seems to set our senses at ease, grounding us back to what matters most. The forest can often seem empty in some ways. Most large animals are weary of humans, and while on a hike, you're likely to see very little while out walking at a normal pace. It's not until you slow down into the natural rhythm of the woods that you'll start to see the forest come alive. Slowing yourself down and remaining in one place for extended periods of time is becoming more and more foreign in the world that we live in. In the forest, it becomes a necessity. Within just a few quiet minutes, without movement, you'll start to see animals from small to large appear. As you blend into your surroundings, your own heartbeat drums to a cadence set by a cacophony of cicadas. Suddenly your senses are sharpened and all inherent abilities are reinstated. From far off, you'll hear the thump of deer hooves on the ground. You'll know they're close, but just out of sight. You'll hear the wrestle of a fox in last year's leaf lair behind you. The hairs on your neck tingle, and while unplugged from the burden of conventional convenience, you've never been more connected. This is what we dream about 10 months out of the year when it's hot, it's sunny, can't find any shade. Right here, this is what we're daydreaming about in the height of summer down in Florida in the tropics. The thought of just coming down and swimming in a cold creek in the mountains surrounded by mountain laurel. Yeah, it feels good to be up in the woods, up in this a little bit cooler, even though it's still about 90 for a high, or sometimes mid 90s up here this week. It still feels much better than being down on the boat this time of year. It's basically mid-August right now. And we're just counting the days till the weather breaks a little bit and we start heading south back down to the Bahamas for the season.
I'm enjoying my morning coffee in a mountainous paradise. It is so peaceful out here. We really enjoy watching the ruby-throated hummingbirds, paying attention to the small critters as you can see in our video. I would say that this trip we've really noticed a lot more mushrooms. So we have been doing some mushroom ID. Steve wanted to cook some of the mushrooms. I, as the more hesitant one, feel like you could very easily make an ID mistake and eat something poisonous. So my vote was to just admire the mushrooms and take pictures of them, but not try and eat them and assume that our amateur ID style, when so many look alike, that we would be accurate at that. But it has been really fun. We've always enjoyed IDing. Throughout our lives, we've always just enjoyed IDing different things. I mean, mostly animals, but now we're dabbling in a little mycology, if you will. So that has been really fun this trip. Also, a really cool new reptile that I found hanging around at the cabin is a southeastern 5-lined skink, which we put in the video. It has the blue tail. I've never seen those before. They've been fun to watch. They seem to kind of come out in the sun, and then they're really fast. So, you know, looking for bugs, but it's hard to, I want to photograph them. I got some videos of them, but I do want to take some pictures of them. Really good for all of us to kind of wake up and just stretch our legs. There's Dawson in the back, hanging out and just listening to the sounds of nature. It's been really healing and a good way for us to kind of reset our minds, because honestly, since we bought the boat in April, we've really just been doing boat projects. The boat needed a lot of work to fit our needs. And as with every single boat you buy, you find more and more things that needed attention that you didn't know when you first bought it. And so we have been really busy with the boat, and then also wondering what to do during hurricane season, where to put it. And so we haven't really, what I call, had many days of fun with the boat or living the cruising lifestyle. So we're still in kind of the beginning phase of that. But coming to the mountains here has been really good for us to honestly get out of the heat. It's getting so hot in Georgia, and the dogs are all cooped up at the marina inside. We do have AC, of course, otherwise I don't know that we could have made those days work being at the marina, but we do have AC. But we'll be heading back to the boat in a few weeks, as long as no tropical systems call us back sooner. But we have really enjoyed our time here. Thank you so much for watching, guys. We can't wait to continue on this journey and continue to share our travels and adventures with you. YouTube was something we've talked about doing for years, so here we are. Now we're finally doing it. So I hope that you'll share in this journey with us, and please make sure to like, comment, and subscribe. See you next time.